Hi, today we're going to show you how to convert a UE4 material into textures, such as diffuse, your normal, height, etc. To start with, we want to be creating a new project. I prefer to create a new project because then you can reuse it at any point and don't have to keep changing the settings. So we'll call this project Material to Texture. There we go. Once you've opened a new project, we want to create a new level and an empty level. In your view options under your content browser, your layout may be different to mine, you want to make sure Show Engine Content is selected. This will enable this file here to become visible. Under Engine, Art Tools, Render to Texture, and Blueprints, you'll find the Render to Texture Level Blueprint. You want to bring this into the scene. Once you put it in, you need to make sure that the location is dead center. So simply bring it to the center. Now, under World Settings, to bring up your world settings, you go to Window and make sure the world settings is selected. So in World Settings, go to Game Mode Override. Now that the blueprint is in the scene, select Render to Texture Game. Under the Unreal Editor, in Preferences, in Play, we want to make sure that the new window size, so when we bring up a new play window from where we'll capture the textures, it's a power by 2. So in my case, I'm putting a 512 by 512. At this point, don't worry about the resolution, as we can multiply that later. Little tip here, it won't be dead center unless this new window position, is 0 to 0 as well. So just make sure that that's position 0 to 0. Close that down. We will also be using the console command. If you have a console command, fantastic. I believe on American keyboards, it's the tile key. I'm based in Germany, so I always have to create a custom console command to bring it up. To do that, simply go to Edit, Project Settings, Input. Now under Console keys, you can simply select it here. I usually use this here, but choose whichever you prefer. Right. Now we need to bring in a plane to attach the material to. Again, under Engine, you will see under Art Tools, Render to Texture, they provide meshes. Here is a S1 unit plane, which is the standard plane. Simply drag that into the scene. Set it to dead center again. Now, you need to note, if we select on the Render to Texture, you'll see here that the sheet size is set to 1000. The size of the plane needs to correspond to the sheet size. So if we jump into unit plane, we simply just need to set the scale along the X, Y, and Z to 1000. Like so. Perfect. Now we're ready to bring in a material. So simply import a material of your like, and we will continue from there in a second. Okay, so once you have your materials imported, simply select your material and attach it to the plane, like so. Under Render to Texture, you have your capture settings. Here you can select what you would like to render out. Now, I have to admit, whenever I select these, it seems to render them all out anyway. But in theory, you can select and render the specific texture maps. Here you've got your resolution multiplier. It's currently set to 1024. Now, You can set this, or when we take the screen capture, I'll show you in a second how you can also multiply this number for a higher resolution. First off, we need to select high resolution screenshot. Bring this box up, include buffer visualization targets, needs to be selected. Keep this open, simply drag it aside. And up here, under play, make sure new editor window is selected. So this will bring up the game mode in the new editor window. So here we press play. And now this is where we need the console command. Bring up the console, and you want to type high res shot space, and what you want to put in here is a number. This number indicates the multiplication of the resolution. So we had the 1024. If we do it 2, we're going to multiply that by 2. 1, it's the same. 3, multiplied by 3. So whatever you prefer, simply add the multiplication in here. Enter. You'll see in the bottom right-hand corner where it's been saved. A little pop-up window comes up. If you miss it, like I just did, in your files, into your Unreal projects, you'll find your materials to texture, if you named it so, saved, screenshots, and in my case it's a Mac, you may be on a Windows. In here, you can see all the appropriate files, from your roughness, through to your normal, through to your diffuse color. And that's it. That's how you do it. Now, on a quick note, from my experience, it's not perfect. With very subtle colors, it doesn't quite give you the same result that you have in Unreal, but it is pretty good. Most of the time you get quite a good result, and any tweaks you need to make, you can obviously make in external programs, such as Photoshop. Okay, I hope that helps, and come check us out at cube3d.de.eu. We've got lots of cool stuff, and we hope to see you soon. Take care.